Hi, this is Andy Hancock and welcome to the Science of Sandcastles on Patreon. So I'm a professional artist for the last 35 years, and for the last 25 of those I've been concentrating on Sandcastle Building and then science. Science and sandcastles? What's that about? So science and sandcastles. Okay, what's the definition of good science? Well, good science is defined as being observable, measurable and repeatable. And we know we can do that every day, use good science, but we're really in the business of applied science. And that is defined as solving everyday practical problems using science. So to this end, and to introduce you to the Science of Sandcastles, we've decided to remake all our videos. There are hundreds of them out there, which I've made over the past 15 years. And the world has turned since I started making videos. So equipment's got better, the tools have got better, our cameras have got better. So it's time to remake the videos, and so you can have more enjoyment and they can be more useful to you on the beach, because we're going to teach you step by step. And no, we're not going to take all our videos off social media. There are hundreds out there, and we'd like you to see the content. It's not about, the motivation here isn't about making money. If I'm trying to make money on Patreon, I'm in a pretty bad place. So what it's for is for you to enjoy structured learning if you want it, or just be a free member if you like it. I'd like you to join as a free member and tell me about the things that motivate you. Tell me about the problems you have. Tell me where your beach is. Tell me what your sand is like. These are all the things that I can help you with to make better sandcastles. So my motivation in creating things was always mixing things together. You know, I always wanted to smash things up and mix them together and do all this stuff and link subjects that weren't supposed to be linked, like science and sandcastle building. So that's what motivates me, is to find out more by researching and passing on my knowledge and experience to you. There are many motivators when you're doing scientific research or when you're getting better at a subject, but I've found there's a few things that always go together. Communication, very important. If you talk to experienced people, you'll learn more a lot faster. And you gather experience through communication. When you have experience, it will save you time and money. So that's another motivating factor. Don't waste your money on things you don't need. And then there's always a balance to what you do. Some people just can't come down to South Texas and use perfect sand, and some can. So there's a balance between where you are and what you're doing. Sometimes there's a compromise. Sometimes you just can't get to the level of equipment. You don't want to do all the stuff that goes along with building big castles, and I understand that, it's a compromise. But one of the things that underpins the whole thing, experience, communication, time, money, balance, and compromise, is research. So that's why we're doing the research, to help you get better and to help you have more fun. Simply have more fun. I just want to have more fun, don't you? Yeah. Using science and simple tools and techniques, we're going to help you build bigger, better sandcastles. And we're not talking about, just a post-it note here, we're not talking about small stuff. We're not talking about turning buckets over. We're talking about building 6-foot monster sandcastles. Bigger, better, firmer, stronger sandcastles. The tools we use are the best in the world, and they've been used by the best sculptors in the world. I know, because I've given them to them. But we have based our experience and their knowledge on putting together the best sandcastle tools. So that's why you can see them in the picture. They're used by the best, and every tool in our kit is in at least one professional's kit around the world. It doesn't matter what country they're in. So that's why we know our tools work, and that's how we know you can become a lot better by using the correct tools. Right, that's what they always do, the right tool for the right job. And this channel is for you, but it's also about you helping me. I need some help in that there's going to be a feedback form on the videos, and I'd like you to fill that in, because I need to know where you are, what your motivations are, and whether you'd like to see something we're going to be working on in the next few months. We're going to build a waterproof book that with the Science of Sandcastles in it, that you can take to the beach without fear of it going soggy, and then help everybody in the world with this waterproof book. There isn't one at the moment, and we need a practical application, a practical book that mom can take to the beach and the kids can use and be happy, and at the end of the day you can wash it in the ocean and take it home. So that's another big part of the motivation for getting the videos made and collecting this information so we can put it into this practical book. Also, our reward is your success. So when you send me pictures and say, look what I did, that makes it worthwhile. So I want to see all your pictures, please send them. And no, there's no such thing as a terrible sandcastle. You're on a beach and you're building a sandcastle. It doesn't matter if it looks perfect, okay? Practice makes perfect, as everybody tells you. And that's what this is about, going to the beach, having more fun, practicing and getting better. So our motivation is to see your success. And remember everybody, there's only one thing that matters. We don't do boring.